The tide pulled back, revealing a man who shouldn't have been there. December 1st, 1948, Somerton Beach, Adelaide. He was slumped against a sea wall, impeccably dressed in a suit that defied the Australian heat. No wallet, no identification, no laundry marks on his shirt, as if someone had meticulously cut them away. The medical examiner didn't find a mark on his body, no bruises, no struggle, yet the autopsy hinted at something far more sinister, a poisoning that left no chemical footprint. As I sit here in the dark, sifting through these faded, yellowed police files, the silence of the room feels heavy. It's not just the death that haunts this case, it's the sheer precision of the erasure. Let's go back. The man was roughly 40 years old, with broad shoulders and a posture that suggested military discipline. In his pockets, they found an unused train ticket to Henley Beach, a comb, a packet of chewing gum, and a singular, tiny scrap of paper hidden in a secret fob pocket in his trousers. The paper was torn from a book, on it 2 words, Tamam Shud. It means finished or ended in Persian. It is the final line of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. The police spent weeks searching for the source. They scoured bookstores, libraries, and private collections. They eventually found the exact volume in an unlocked car parked near the crime scene, its final page ripped out with surgical accuracy. But the mystery only deepened when they examined the back of the book. Scrawled in faint pencil were lines of a code, a cipher that cryptographers from the Department of Defense couldn't crack for decades. Then, there is the matter of the nurse, Jo Thompson. She lived near the beach, and when police showed her the plaster bust of the man, she nearly collapsed. She claimed she didn't know him, but her reaction told a different story. Decades later, her son would drop a bombshell. Jo had been involved in espionage during the war. She possessed a book just like the one found in the car. This wasn't just a vagrant dying on a beach. This was a shadow operation unfolding in the sleepy suburbs of post-war Australia. Consider the timeline. The Cold War was hardening. Spies were everywhere, moving through the fog of international uncertainty. If this man was a courier, what was he carrying? Why did he have no identification? The police investigation was a masterclass in bureaucratic frustration. They interviewed thousands, checked dental records against every missing person in the Commonwealth, and yet, the man remained an island of anonymity. Every lead led to a dead end. Every witness who saw him alive that evening described a man staring out at the ocean, motionless, for hours. He wasn't waiting for a bus. He was waiting for an end. There is a detail that the official reports skim over: the poison. Toxicology reports showed massive congestion in the organs, typical of digitalis or an exotic alkaloid that dissipates rapidly. It suggests a professional hit, something administered by someone who knew exactly how to stop a heart without leaving a trace. The man didn't die by accident, he was silenced. And the message, that Tamam Shud note, wasn't just a sign-off, it was a taunt. It told the investigators that this case would never be solved, that the story was over before they even began to read the first page. Think about the effort required to vanish from existence in 1948. No social security trace, no employment history, no family coming forward to claim the body. It takes an entire infrastructure to make a human being disappear while they are still walking among us. The Somerton man had no history because his history was classified. He wasn't a nobody. He was a ghost assigned to a mission that went wrong. As the decades passed, the evidence, the hair samples, the clothes, the mysterious code slowly degraded. But the question remains: who was he and what was he trying to stop? Even today, with DNA testing, the identities proposed remain speculative at best. We look at his face, reconstructed in wax, and we see a man who knew his time had come. The beach is quiet now, but the wind still carries the scent of that cold December night. We are not looking for a killer anymore. We are looking for a reason. And perhaps the most terrifying possibility is that the reason was never meant for us to know. The code remains. The body is buried under a slab of granite, and the secret, like the man himself, is finished. Does the truth ever really stay buried, Or is it just waiting for someone to finally read the last page?